What happens if you dispatch riot police and nobody riots? How disappointing is that? Sorry, bro, no riot. Come back next time.
Why do you think I know anything about that?
Well, I mean, if you're in the news, your idea is to be a journalist. I mean, it's out in the middle of the news, right? And it's obvious that you guys have lied about weapons of mass destruction. It's obvious that you guys know about the Jeffrey Epstein sex scandal. It actually came out. So I would
This
say...
is interesting because usually I do this to people.
I think that's the old paint scheme. Now we have a more threatening, forceful black paint.
Oh, they just made the blue much darker. Man, they're everywhere. This is my buddy Lawrence. We're on our way to the protest. We're in a Black Lives Matter protest downtown in Orlando, and we decided to come out today. Is this your first one?
My first one what?
Protest for this that you've attended?
No. Well, I mean, this time, this go around, you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. I don't mean, what is your long history of going to protests?
To go to protests. I mean, in college it wasn't as politically divisive.
I don't understand why it's politically divisive, honestly. Like, especially after, like...
No, I mean, America was not as politically divisive when I was not as politically divided as it is now.
I mean, even this is somehow politically divisive, which I don't understand.
Because, well, this is a guess. Because we've divided, or have been divided into two camps. And those two camps have a bright line between them. And every issue falls into one camp or another. So
I feel like this is a human issue more so than anything else.
You would think so, but that's because you're in one camp. So now it's impossible for a Trump supporter, for example, to recognize that we have a problem in our society with respect to specifically the treatment of minorities, and even more specifically with the treatment of black people in America. They can't even recognize that, because if they do, that puts them in the non-Trump camp.
What's funny is I've got some friends that are, at least the first term, they were definitely Trump supporters. I don't know. They haven't said about the second, as far as I know, but I know that they think that this whole thing was terrible. So what do you do now? Just wander around and be?
No, there's the rally itself is going to be by the amphitheater.
Oh yeah, I see a bunch of people over there.
Hey guys. Hello. Send out us a t-shirt if you're interested. They also have masks if you need them.
Thank you. If you're ever in Orlando by Lake Eola, this row of birds, there's 49 of them, one for each person that was shot at Pulse. That's a Pulse memorial right there.
This, if you guys need to bail anyone out, the contact information, the people you can call.
Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
So I guess we're marching now. Everyone seems to know where we're going. We'll see. You can see the police have the street blocked off, and we're just walking. In downtown.
George Floyd! George Floyd! George Floyd!
matter! Black lives matter! Black lives matter! Black lives. When I say black lives, you say matter! Black lives matter! Black lives matter! Black lives matter!
I don't know what the route is, but cops have the street all blocked off for us. Right now we're just walking down the street, chanting, George Floyd! George Floyd!
Say his name! George Floyd! Say his name! George Floyd! Say his name! George Floyd! Say his name! George Floyd! Say his name!
George Floyd!
There's a lot of us. There's a lot of us out here. We're still walking on the street. As you see, the cops still have the street blocked off. Someone's passing out free water. There's a ridiculous amount of people out here. It's every mix of races. One of the things I love about Orlando, the melting pot. So far today, been nothing but peaceful. People walking around, protesting. It's nice to watch.
I can't breathe! I have to. I need water.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
So we made it down to City Hall. We're at a police barricade. Got a bunch of cops out. Everyone's all peaceful and just chanting in front of City Hall. Seems relatively nice.
Swapping out bikes. Those are sweet. Hand-and-downs, guys have disc brakes.
Those are sweet bikes.
Can I just get out of this route and go that way? Is that possible?
The quickest way to get there is either Anderson or the next street over.
Yeah, either way, it's go either north or south, one street on. Damn. If you stay in the bus lane right here, that'll probably be the easiest way to go through.
Thank you.
Angry old white dude.
Well, he was trying to use his white privilege to try to get through. Yeah, I mean, I can't just get through. No.
Clearly, I'm not with this. I'm an old white guy.
Clearly, I'm not a danger.
Can I just get past? News is out.
Big Pharma in the military-industrial complex.
I gotta go write a story for 6, but I want to ask you,
Yeah.
why do you think I know anything about that?
Well, I mean, if you're in the news, your idea is to be a journalist. I mean, it's out in the middle of the news, right? And it's obvious that you guys have lied about weapons of mass destruction. It's obvious that you guys know about the Jeffrey Epstein sex scandal. It actually came out. So I would
This
say.
is interesting because usually I do this to people. But
Yes, I know.
I'm telling you, you got
But
the
guess
wrong
what,
guy.
guys? Guess what, guys? This is a fake mic, real news, no microphone, no military-industrial complex. Take the walk of shame. No makeup on this face right here, guys. The corporate news, they cover up for sex child crimes. They cover up the military justice complex in Big Pharma. He's not even going to look into it. He's a lie. He just sells advertising.
You're the wrong guy.
What?
You're the wrong guy.
No, look it up. It's all 100% factual, documented.
First Television. Well, I don't even have it on my banner. But First Television owns our station, man. So we don't have any affiliation
Okay, so
with NBC
my
News.
argument would be to that is like, okay, the Nazi party doesn't own me, but I'm still have a Nazi party flag on it.
No, I get what you're saying because you want to say like Coca-Cola and like a subsidiary of Coca-Cola, like a subcontractor. That's what you probably think that we are, but we're not. We're our own entity. So the only people we answer to is Hearst Television. They have a headquarters in New York City. It's nothing.
Well, you also
like
answer
NBC.
to your advertisers, right? And the majority.
No. So our sales department is separate from our newsroom. So
So the sale, but
you might have a thing there.
No,
that-
I do because
no,
it's
you
the
could,
big
a little
pharma
bit.
that goes to the commercials. That's
I
what
know
the commercials
Big Pharma,
advertise.
so all of our revenue, so all of my money, what I get in my paycheck, it's from local businesses paying us for ads.
Yep.
It's not from
Yep.
Big Pharma.
But
Although
Big
you're
Pharma
right.
also does
no,
do. Yes,
you got
I
a
am.
point.
Yes, I do.
You got a point
I do.
that NBC. Yes.
Yes.
NBC does.
What's
get
your name,
money.
sir?
My name's Chris.
Chris, I'll tell you what, this is one of the, we literally go across the country doing this, auditing America, demand the truth. We got 3 million views on TikTok just yesterday, and this is one of the few gentlemen, he's actually not wearing makeup, and he actually says, you know what, let's have a conversation, let's get to the bottom of this. So thank you very much, Chris. Please
What's your
take,
name, man? I'm
my
sorry.
name is Will. Please
what's
take
the
a
channel? I wanna see.
Auditing America and Demand the Truth. We just interviewed Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s niece, interviewed
wow.
CIA whistleblowers. We've confronted Joe Biden multiple times about him groping kids. We've confronted the Clintons about Jeffrey Epstein. We've confronted Michael Bloomberg, Rashida Tlaib. We've confronted literally everybody.
Face to face.
Face to face, called them out on their war crimes and their pedophiles. And this guy actually seems like a decent guy. So
Anyway,
Chris,
I gotta rush,
you too.
man, but
no,
I
go.
gotta go.
Chris,
I gotta write this story.
please do. And please remember the First Amendment and the sex crimes of Jeffrey Epstein. Work on some real stories, brother. God bless Chris. Hey, you know, this is why we do. That's why Mr. America does what he does. Because some people are going to get out of the program and say, hey, actually, you know what? You might be onto something there. So hopefully that gentleman will research things. Like, share, and subscribe, because we don't get the big money from the military industrial complex, Big Pharma. Auditing America, demand the truth.
There's some amazing stuff happening down here. So, we're continuing to move. I guess this is the way it continues all day. They just keep walking from location to location. The cops had a drone in the air earlier. There's been helicopters flying overhead. Police presence is definitely known. They're definitely making themselves known. But everyone's peaceful, even the cops. So for right now, it's nice. I can hear the helicopter, I don't see it. There it is. See it? Got a helicopter overhead now. I don't know if it's police or news. They're out here in riot gear with batons. They were chanting past them. I don't see a riot here. Why are you in riot gear? This guy's really mad about it.
FHP clearly got different orders
Yeah.
than everybody else. What happens if you dispatch riot police and nobody riots? How disappointing is that? Sorry, bro, no riot. Come back next time.
That's so ridiculous. Why do they have clubs out like that for? I mean, you're clearly just itching
First of
to
all,
beat someone.
there's nobody even fucking over there.
No. That must be like one of the few places that Florida Highway Patrol has jurisdiction because it's under the highway.
None of you fuckers are getting on this highway.
No one's stepping onto 408
None of
today.
you communists are taking our highways. This is our jurisdiction.
That's ridiculous. That's the most ridiculous thing.
The OPD is just sitting on their bikes, hanging out,
Having a good time.
chilled out, wearing their normal uniform, maybe a helmet. FHP,
Riot gear. Full riot.
roided up.
We've been waiting to use these batons forever. And they were like just the blank wooden ones, like they're from the 60s.
Yeah.
Wow. That's hysterical. Some people are crazy. So we've made it back around to the lake. where it all started.
That's cool, man.
That's cool. See what I mean? It's like everybody out here. You got a whole truck full of water. Passing out free water. That's awesome. Hell yeah.
Water, if anybody needs water.
That's cool.
Before we bring anybody out, I need my peace signs up from all the way to the back, all the way to the side. I need my peace signs up. All right, family. So this is what we do in the poetry world. We say respect the mic. So when I say respect the mic, you say respect the mic. Respect the mic. Without further ado, I'm bringing a staple to the city and to the poetry community. Please give it up for Sean. Welcome.
So proud to be living in the city of Orlando and seeing the tremendous support. Malcolm X has saying a quote in one of his speeches where he describes if you slap somebody, it may sting a little bit because the digits are separated. But if you bring those digits together, you can make an impact, and that's representative of what I see here today. So let's give yourselves another round of applause. This is beautiful, Orlando. The poem that I'm going to share for you is called Hands of Time, and it speaks to the unity that's representative here and how much change we can make. Before TI 83, 4, and 92 calculators, there was the abacus. Colorful rows of wood beads on wood frames for counting. Before that, there were fingers, not paper. Hopefully still used in preschools too.